Are we live? Yes, we're live. Hi,
Hello.
everybody. I don't know if anybody's even in here. Nope, nobody's in here.
Maybe it'll show up on a feed, but either way, this is a message that for people to always go back to. So let's just do this channel on your
I
channel.
wanted to wait for at least one person to come in before I said anything because I wanted to
Okay.
tell
Yes.
them about you. I don't even know if we're on there. It won't let me get on there, but it says somebody. Okay, somebody's here. Two people are here. Okay, good. Hi, everybody. I wanted to introduce you to Monique. I know some of you guys probably know Monique from Arcana Shores. She used to be in the chat room all the time with
Yeah.
us.
Very thankful for that channel.
Yep.
Gave me a lot of new friends.
Hi, Terry. Terry's my moderator.
Hi, Terry.
I don't know why, but I'm super nervous tonight. For some reason, I don't know why. I don't know. It just came over me.
Who's
Yeah, breathe.
um
Anyway, Monique,
yes.
can you tell us what made you wake up? Um,
Mhm.
when did you wake up? And yeah, what was the reason that you woke up
Okay.
to everything?
Okay.
Tell us about
Um
yourself.
well, I was born in Los Angeles, and I was born to a father and mother who weren't together, and but both sides had similar trauma cycled, um, and I believe I survived this pregnancy and birth between these two people to help bring awareness. So I think many of us are born awake, but because our lives are so hard, we forget and lose ourselves, and we have to remember again at a certain age. Typically in your 30s, your 40s, a lot of people woke up in their 30s. Nowadays, people are re waking up in their 20s, which is awesome. But so okay, so again, like v- I had growing up, I had a lot of trauma done, but I was able to, at such a young age, elementary school age, preschool age, I was always able to listen to my intuition. My intuition is really what guided me and what kept me alive throughout my life. And it was just me. Really, I was a very, very quiet girl back then, and I was very already within and listening and kind of looking out at the world in a weird kind of way, like analyzing already, knowing already, feel I felt I'm an empath, so I felt everything, and I was giving advice. Really, I was channeling as a child, giving adult advice about love, which I should know nothing about how a parent should be, knowing how a parent should be. And it's so funny because my kids know how a parent should be, and I think many kids do because they remember, again, they remember, so they know how a parent should be. My daughter, when she remembered, she was like 3 years old. She said, "Mommy, don't be sad. I love you very much, but I miss my real mommy and daddy." Like she knew, and she told me, she's like, "Mommy, I saw you from heaven, and I came down, 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 all the way to your belly." So, she knew she chose me. She came down, but she is from another place, and
Yeah.
and we're here for a mission and for a reason, and they're certainly here for a reason for me because you know to this day my family is the same way that they have always have been, and I am there for anyone. And a lot of family members have broken out of the cycle. Did I start it? Who knows?
Yeah.
But I know that since I spoke out against the family, a lot of people have been speaking out as well. Um, and we help people wake up. When we were younger, we would say things to you and I'm sure, because of who we are, star seeds. We would say things to people that would tell, and then that would help them. We don't know what we're saying, we don't know what we did, but later on in time, they would come back to us and say, what you said really hit me, and I really needed to hear it at that time. And
Yeah.
that's what star seeds are here to do. We don't know what we're doing when we're doing it, but we are helping humanity just by being alive.
Yep. And that reminds me of what I wrote earlier. Um, this is from the Pleiadians, and it says that, and this is who we are. It says that there is a group
Yeah.
of us who are destined to forge this collective reconnection now, the new dawning of light. So that's us. We're
Yeah.
meant to do this.
We are, and I believe I am Pleiadian and part of that. My born last name starts with a P. Before I was born, my mother witnessed a UFO sighting in the sky in the San Fernando Valley in California, along with other people in the neighborhood, because it's very common. UFOs are very common in California. And so who knows, maybe my people came down and saw my parent and other people and was like, we're gonna give some star seeds to you people.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
knows?
I know that's true. All by design, God's plan. Yep.
Yeah.
Um, they said that there's going to be many soul groups to follow us as well. That we're
I
just the first ones.
I believe so. Like I said, my kids are very already tuned in, and other kids are very tuned in. And
Mm.
I think what's coming after us is beyond, like they're going to do amazing things for humanity. And children already are stepping out and speaking, you know. A little girl just came out and spoke against the banks, and prior to her, another little girl connected all the presidents, because they're all incest. It's all like it's an incest,
Yeah.
you know, community of a club, of a cult.
I see that Terry just put my buy me a coffee. I gotta buy me a coffee page on my page only because I need help getting a car, and I thought maybe somebody might want to donate. I mean, if not, it's okay. It doesn't matter. I'm just telling people. Hi, Buck. Hello. Do you know who Buck is?
Probably, let me see. I'm not looking at the comments, but let me. Um,
Yeah, he goes on
Hi,
Janine.
everybody. Yeah, Buckshot. Hi.
Yeah, I thought you knew who Buckshot was. Yeah. The link isn't working. Of course it's not working. Just take it off of there. I'll take it off. All right. It doesn't matter. I mean, it really doesn't. I mean, I need a car, I do, but it's gonna manifest for me. I already know that because
Absolutely.
that's what's
Do you
gonna
want
happen.
to talk about that too? You want to talk about manifesting?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay. Okay, yeah, hold on 1 second. Let me mute my mic.
All right. I know there's a delay in here. Oh, you're just working. He's working. You're working. I can't see it's 9/11 right now. I keep seeing 9/11 all the time. I see 9/11, 9/11. I guess we're fixing to get something happening, huh?
Yeah. Okay. So manifesting, you know, right? As because I do, I do tarot and oracle and love cards. I do all the cards. And what I do is I channel. I've always been able to channel energy. Always. I've always been able to read people's thoughts, you know? And so as I'm working with my clients, I get a lot of, what do you want? Ask me what you want, but be reasonable and be specific. Because be reasonable is, a lot of people will say, I want, things they don't even need, but they think they want because it's what's being shown to them as cool, or, hip, or same thing as cool, but like whatever. They think it's what to ask for. So the universe knows what we need and it'll give us what we need. But if we ask for unreasonable things, we're not going to get those.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Um, I was watching Danielle Lipton last night, and she was talking about uh, doing the manifestations. And what I did was, she said, what you do is you say it 106 times. You get a set of prayer beads. It doesn't have to be beads, it could be pennies. You get 106 of them, and you just go through and you say what you want to manifest. Like, I want 10, not say I want $10 million, but say, I'm grateful to the universe for gifting me $10 million. Like, that's what's going to happen for me. I'm going to be gifted it sooner or
You
later.
you can ask that, you can ask for a specific number, or you can say, please give me an amount that I will, not have to work if that's what you choose, or can open a business if that's what you choose, or to get you what you need and
Yeah,
live comfortably, you know. But
yeah,
if you really want to ask for that specific number, go ahead. Like, I don't know. We always have to find a balance between our ego greed and our true necessity need.
yeah, that's true. And it's real funny because I just came up with $10 million the other day, and I wrote it on
That's
my
fine.
mirror. And then my brother, I told him that I said, you need to go buy some lottery tickets because I keep seeing 777. And he's like, man, he said, if I hit the lottery, if I hit a bunch of money, he says, I'm giving you $10 million right away. And that's what he said. And he didn't know that I said
That's
that I wanted $10
crazy.
million. dollars.
But that's a synchronicity that the universe is like, keep asking, Mary, keep
I know,
asking.
I know. I know, that's what I'm saying.
But yeah, but I'm not like specifically towards you, saying you should ask this way. I'm just, because this is going to go out to a broad, view of people. So everybody, just giving them options of how to manifest and how to ask, and you know, because a lot of people say, well, I asked for this and I don't get it, and now I don't believe in God, and I don't believe in faith, and I don't
Yeah.
believe in it. You know what I mean? So, if it's not coming, try a different way.
Well, if I win it, I'm treating everybody to Mount Shasta. We'll all meet there and I'll pay for it if I have that much money, because that's where I
Uh,
want to go.
you should totally go. The energy there is amazing, and if I can go, I would. There is a man out there, Matthew Bueno, who's a shaman. He's fantastic. He's such an amazing friend, such an amazing person. He lives out there, owns property out there. And if anyone is out there, hit up Matthew Bueno. Like, he's amazing. He helped me get to where I am today.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
I wouldn't mind going there.
It's
Lily and
beautiful.
just went. Lily took a group up there and went.
It's the energy, and he I don't want to get his um tribe wrong of what part of Native American he is, but like his people have lived on that land for who knows how long. And they're responsible for keeping the energy there. And that's funny. So that's really funny to think about how, Native Americans or natives of this land um, were created by Neanderthals. They were created by what was it, Neanderthals and something else. I forgot the other one. If anyone knows, put it in the comments. But two beings that just knew to migrate to this area of land of the United States, to meet, to breed, to create, and told them protect this land. This is sacred land, and that's what they told each other from generations to generations. We have to protect this. We have to protect this, and it's for a reason. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna find out that reason. You
Yeah.
know.
Yep. We're going to find it all out in this lifetime.
I believe so. I believe so. Yeah.
It is. It's amazing. Um, what else did I want to talk about? Did you want to talk about anything, Monique?
Um.
I know I'm putting you on the
So
spot.
no, that's fine. That's fine. Um. So a part of you know manifesting and and balancing our souls, our chakras, our beings as we awaken. One thing that I was So because of how I grew up, I was drinking alcohol since elementary school. I mean, there was parties in the house, alcohol all over the kitchen, parents not paying attention, and me curious about everything. Oh, what's this? Oh, it makes me feel this way. Great, So, um, but I begged God, the universe, to get me to stop, and and the universe does. Whatever you need help stopping, the universe will make you do it by making you so sick
Hmm.
that you can't even touch it, you can't even look at it, you can't even smell it. Kind of like when you're pregnant.
That's what they did for me with nicotine. I put it in my mouth after I quit, and it made me sick. I wanted to puke,
Yeah,
so I couldn't do it anymore.
yeah.
To chew nicotine gum, and it just went away. I couldn't do it. It was disgusting. I couldn't believe that I wasted my money on that stuff.
I know.
For all those years, I wasted my money on cigarettes and then nicotine gum
Yeah,
and
I know.
drinking. I
And
never
think, but
really drank.
think about how many people waste money at bars and how expensive. Oh, this lady said a margarita costs $40. $40 for a drink?
That's
That's
crazy because when I used to go to the bar, it was
insane,
$5 drinking with Lincoln.
right? That's insane nowadays. Like, how is anybody an alcoholic nowadays? Like, it seems like it'd be way too expensive. But, um, so to me, what I feel like a lot of people, because think alcohol is everywhere and it's in many people and it's destroyed many lives and, um, and just does not help stop cycles um, of trauma. But then it's like, well, how did alcohol take over everyone? Just like when they got drugs to take over everyone, to control everyone. So it would make sense for the darker ones to create water into wine instead of someone who said water is the most sacred as it is and we should only drink water. If you go to any health specialist or any Reiki or anyone who is of the higher good that helps you cleanse your soul, you shouldn't drink sugar,
Yeah.
and it should only be water, clear water, as fresh as you can get it. And everywhere you go, the best sacrifice you can give is water, or offering you can give is water, you know? Um, there was a movie where there was an ancient temple, and if you put the wrong offering into the thing, it destroyed you. So the offering, the secret answer was water, you know, for this ancient temple that would give you gold if you opened it. Um, so yeah, so why would someone so holy say, hey, let's change this sacred water to something that could allow lower energies such as demons into your
I don't believe that.
into your energy chakra. So, you know, I grew up in haunted houses. For some reason, they never harmed me personally, but they always harm my family, my cousins, my siblings. They always not harm, but like let them know they're there.
Yeah.
Throw books, show up in a rocking chair. An old lady one time showed up in the rocking chair in the living room. Someone walked into the room that my parents were in and knocked down all the books on the shelf. You know, I've heard door cracks. I had to bless this house. This house is very old, and it's on really old land. And when I first moved in here, weird stuff happened. You know, for doorknobs, like like a squeaking of a door, like it's opening, but it's not. And then you heard like scratches on the walls, and it was like there was a animal running up on the walls, like weird stuff. That so I had to cleanse this house, you know, over and over until I feel like I don't feel any bad energy here.
Yeah.
And I have 3 dogs.
Terry said that nicotine kills every single virus out there, and I just heard that too. That nicotine kills the coronavirus as well. I shouldn't have said that. I might get flagged for saying that.
It's funny, but
I was talking about the beer if they come on here. But Russ answered your question about the Indian tribes
what did I
on the
say?
chat.
Um, some Indian tribes crossed the ice bridge into Alaska. Yeah. And that's why there's Indians in Alaska, because, they try to tell us, oh, our skin color is the temperature of the sun and of the land. But why are Indians in Alaska that are dark, but Alaska is so cold with no sun? I don't know. So, yeah, yes, absolutely. Egyptians, many blacks was the Grand Canyon area. Yes, yes.
Hi,
Ancient
Caroline. It's good to
Ancient
see you.
Jerusalem was our west coast. Yes, the Jordan River still runs through Salt Lake City. I believe it. At Salt Lake. So Salt Lake City, I lived Salt Lake City, Russ. Salt Lake City, that's around um what so I think I used to live around that area of Salt Lake City, and we used to go in this like water area out there. Um But there's a ton of energy in Salt Lake City, Utah. Okay, then no. Because there's a similar name in the valley in California of I think it's Salt Lake City. I know we share names, and I don't know why they do that. Why do we share names in states? Like
I
every state
don't
should
know.
have their own street name, their own names, but we repeat these names.
I don't know. But for the people just waking up, I wanted to discuss the cosmic energy that is always around us, which is the Christ light, that
Yes.
we have the power now more than ever. We had it before, but it is
And
more
that's what protected us against these dark entities.
it's more powerful. We can call in the Christ light with just one word. Say come and it comes to you. You can call it in your shower and it's just there. That's what I do during my meditations
Yeah.
every day. They have a few angels that carry the Christ light that will come into the Christ light for people that need it, for the people that are just waking up. I know all these people in the chat, they all know that already. But there's people out there that might see this video that really want to be close to God, and just know that you can be close to God, that it's here now like never before. Isn't
Absolutely.
it for you? Isn't it for everybody?
Absolutely. So I think it's really, I think things don't come out to the public. I mean, obviously, it's no coincidence. And right now, the movie Deliverance, and now we're hearing a lot of people's deliverance stories. And I think that's coming out to let, because what's going to be out in the open is demons are real. You know,
Yeah.
um, s- joining a religion that they call Satanism, that rises up these spirits is real.
It's attachments. It's attachments that latch on to you, and you can get rid of them
So
easily.
unless you know how to do that, how to protect yourself, unless you carry the light and know how to protect yourself, is the only way you're going to be safe from that.
Yeah.
So it's good that everybody is learning that this is no joke, but also let's teach everybody at the same time, okay, this is real. This is how you protect yourself. But we're not going
Yeah.
to get that with the Taylor Swifts and the Sabrina Carpenters or whatever. I think I put two artists together. But like the artists that they're giving us right now are not going to give us that light energy that we need to protect ourselves.
No, I don't see how anybody could even like Taylor Swift. Her music sucks.
Especially when she looks identical to Xena. And supposedly Xena switched, but I don't know because I know that a lot of people who whistleblowed always tell you they hide in the church, and oh, I was at this meeting and I saw so and so at this church that I decided to go to, as a member, and a lot of them do that.
Yeah. Yep. I just found out today that Selena Gomez is a man. Do you think she's a man?
I would not put it past her. I
She
would
had
not.
a picture of herself in a bikini, and her bird was showing.
uh,
But was it
that
photoshopped? I don't know.
so I know. So if you just research history, that's whatever beings came and decided to make themselves royalty, that's what they would do, because in their religion, that's what you do. You
Yeah.
you have incest. You change genders. That's why an artist created Baphomet, the image of that weird looking creature that is a man but has boobs, has, so they show us that what that artist did is took different aspects of the religion and put it into one image.
Yeah. We saw that movie, we saw I saw Deliverance, and so did Monique. She watched it.
Yeah. And I'm
It
so
was
glad that,
good.
again, I'm so glad it's coming out, but let's
Yeah, she
teach
said
each
that
other.
she caught the light language at the end. There
Mm.
was. It actually, yeah. I don't know if it was light language. It was her talking in tongues. But I guess that is light language.
Well, I can't do it, but I've heard other people do it.
Yeah. It was awesome. It
But
was.
that's so, again, like everything is up and down, like light and dark. Everything is good and bad. And so as there is light language and you speak in tongues, I also know that the dark people speak in tongues too when they're channeling. So like I don't know, I don't know, like I know there has to be a balance of energy. So there's always going to be, with you, with me, a light and a dark side of us.
Yeah.
And so yeah. So I'm not saying I don't trust the light language. It's just when I hear the word speak in tongues, that triggers me.
Yeah, like I used to think before all this, that why did, just like somebody said on Ishmael's channel the other day, that why did they let the reptilians do all that to people and eat them and everything if God's there? And it's because you need a light and a dark, and that's
Mhm.
why. And that's what I've learned over the years, you know, that you have to have a dark to have a light.
It's a balance, but we also have to know how to channel that balance. And that's when I tell my friends, I'm not perfect. I
Yeah.
work really hard to be a good person, but if you come at my kids, I can channel that dark really quick
Yeah.
through my light to make you listen to me and take me seriously, because I never really got that ever. No one took me seriously ever. So I have to use it to protect myself, but I know how to protect myself from blocking anything from attaching
Yeah.
to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I don't think anything's really ever attached to me either, because I stay too much in the light.
Hmm.
I've always been in the light. I've never thought really evil stuff about people. I mean, I'm sure I did it in my last life, because all of us probably did what they're doing in our lifetime. We probably did it
Oh,
all.
yeah, I know. I know. But
That's
I
what
think I think we all had to have a life of that we were bad.
Yeah, that's why we should forgive the people what they're
That all
doing.
are
Forgive
bad.
their soul, because it lets our soul move on and
Yeah.
have a better experience. But if we don't forgive them, then God's not going to let us move on.
But that's one of the biggest lessons on earth is forgiveness. Because, you know, again, royalty really messed up society big time. And one of the things, and depending on who the king was, forgiveness was not an option, you know? And so a lot of people just started to not trust one another, not forgive one another, because they were raised by a leader telling them to suppress their emotions and they are not worthy of them. I think I lost myself there.
I just saw 3232, and I saw that before earlier, 3232. I'm gonna have to look that up real quick before I forget. I always look up angel numbers to see what they mean. Do you look up angel numbers?
I do. So,
Personal growth or change. It's a sign from your guardian angels that you're on the right path in life. Trust your intuition. They always send me messages. I'm on the right path.
so again, to go with Brad, yeah, it's really hard for me to believe that dark
Hi,
has to
Michael.
exist at all. That's really hard to believe. It is. Um, but that's just something that we're gonna have to understand when we're on the other side of why it has to exist. Because it does not, Brad. It does not make sense to me,
Yeah,
to you, to many, of why it has to exist. But I guess we'll learn one way or another eventually.
I think we're going to learn it all in this lifetime. I
Yeah.
really do. We're going to be like those kids on when you see that video where those kids are telepathically talking to each other and saying how Earth was and everything. That's going to be us up there. I can't wait. I can't wait until all up. I mean, do you believe in the solar flash or what?
I do believe that there is something coming. I don't know necessarily how to explain it like a solar flash. Um, but just noticing how many people and the amounts and the ages are awake and waking up, um you know maybe the solar flash, everything from what I've learned is words that are passed down are usually metaphors. So maybe this is, I really don't know, unless I just focus on what I see. You know, they put things in our air to keep us from a higher energy, keep us from awakening, keep us from rising. I think the solar flash is going to be, maybe, if I'm saying this right, thinking this right, and if this is correct, our oxygen is going to be a lot clearer and cleaner to where people are going to awaken. Um, Maybe something similar to show an example in a way, of the Wizard of Oz. When it's snowing, they're asleep. It stops snowing. The the sky is clear, and they're awake again. I don't know that that's the best example, but maybe, like, in a way, the solar flash is just a type of energy that that source team, through free will, clears out of our atmosphere, of our oxygen, of our skies, of our air,
Yeah.
that helps us reconnect to our sun, reconnect to our sky, reconnect to our air, that helps us, our intuition and our channeling and our connection to source better.
Yeah, the Pleiadians are mainly the ones that are dealing with the sun and the solar flash because um, back when I first woke up, I used to see them up there doing all kinds of stuff to the sun, and it just amazed me. Where I was scared of them, I was scared because I know they saw me because they made my camera not work a couple of
Oh, yeah.
times because they didn't want me to film them. But I got this one picture of one of these beings just being there, and he's got this big stick and he's just holding it up towards the sun. And I have that picture still.
That's so cool. So, I don't believe every single thing in the Bible, but I do believe that if there's certain things that are said in there that point out to me, and one of them is how they kept sending, Adam and Eve into the sun and to the ocean to connect back to God. And so again, water, not wine or anything mixed in with our water. Well, salt water, I guess, for the ocean, but um, and then the sun. So I think our sun, again, the solar flash, I think our sun has been manipulated. I think our sun has been covered into something that is preventing it from giving us what we need. Um, and I think the sun is in the Bible for a reason. I
I
think it's,
think our sun is being blocked right now, and it's another sun that's up there.
and I
That's
think my kids have had dreams about the sun, like a portal.
yeah.
I think one of my kids had a dream the sun was a portal.
There's supposed to be 3 suns up there, which there is because 'cause I've seen them. I've seen all 3 of them.
I
I
believe
mean, I I haven't I got a couple of pictures where you can see them, but they try to hide them good, and it's the star people hiding them. It's nobody else but them. It's not the evil people hiding them. And these chemtrails that are in the sky, it's not chemtrails anymore. It's the star people hiding their planets because there's like 8 other planets that are circling us. We have a twin solar system that's circling us, but nobody seems to see it. But there is a group of people, it's about the 5,000 people, and it's called Montana Skywatcher on Facebook. You have to look it up. And he talks about all the planets that are out there, including the suns, including their moons, everything. And you can see them. You can see their planets. They're huge. And then people were hearing all that stuff back in 2000. I think it was probably a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago. People kept hearing like this big noise, like it was going whoa, and nobody knew where it was coming from. Did you see that on the news or anything? Are the videos around where people were hearing these noises coming from the sky?
I don't remember. I
Well,
don't watch the news or TV,
it's not.
but
It was on the internet.
oh,
I
but
don't
I
either.
haven't seen it across the internet. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, what that noise is, it's the planets bouncing off of each other, making the noise because it's all electrical. We're
Yeah.
electrical. Everything is a magnet.
Yeah.
So they bounce off of each other. They don't stay together. They're not going to destroy us or anything.
Right.
So that's what's going on. I mean,
Yeah, because
that's
I
what
don't
I
think it's
believe. I don't
designed
know.
to be that way. So it would make sense.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody else believes what I believe, but I used to think that I used to didn't think this until I started watching Montana Skywatcher. And they show us where the planets are. You can actually see them. So
Yeah, I like what Russ is saying too. You know,
17 planets would make sense.
and about the oxygen and the cancer, because I do believe a lot of what's in the air causes cancer on purpose.
Yeah. But I don't know if I believe back then they were trying to poison us, but I don't think it's out there anymore. I think
Oh yeah, yeah. I
they
think
took
a
care
lot
of
of
all
it
that.
clearing.
Everything is perfect now. Everything is going to be perfect. Uh,
We have to get into that mindset. We have to manifest that. We have to put it out
yeah,
there. We
and that's
have
what they're waiting
to,
on.
yeah,
They're waiting us
that's
for us to do it.
hmm
And
because
they're
again,
doing
it's free will. And so what I also help my clients understand free will more so, because a lot of them disconnect from source because they say, well, why would source let this happen? But we all come here with, okay, you're on your own. If you need me, let me know. And you know it, for those that, because i've I've been through a lot. I know people that have been through a lot, and I know the ones that truly have faith have made it out. And it's not always easy, it's not always perfect, it's not always going to be that you expect it to be, but you will make it out. And you know our choices are not source's fault. Our choices are our fault or whoever made them, you know?
Yeah.
And just as if we are our parents and we're not going to baby our children, we're not going to, because if coddling them and doing everything for them and giving them all the answers is not going to help them grow at all.
And I've learned that because
So why would
I
source
did
do
that
that?
with my daughter.
Yeah, so why would source do that to us as a father or
Yep.
as a creator, you know?
Yep. But the Pleiadians are also talking about this energy. I'm gonna read you this little paragraph. It's from this book called The Pleiadian Promise that I've been reading, and I just I've been reading it and I've been crying when I was reading it because it's just so beautiful what is going on. This book was written in 2017, and I would hope that a lot of people went out and bought it or went and read it because it is really amazing. But this one paragraph, it says the energy that we are collectively creating will begin to activate a physical and energetic process of change on the planet, which it's already doing. We're already doing it. This energy is helping us realign back to our natural sacred frequency. We are transmitting a pulse that is our own frequency light through the physical cells of our own body. This is what is happening to us, and it is so beautiful. Don't you agree that that's what's happening to us? We
And
are doing it. We are making all this happen,
mhm,
you know?
through our free will,
Yeah. Yep.
because we want it. Because people don't want what has been given to us currently. I mean, look at it. Look at our music, our food, our people are. Uh, uh, and there was another shooting at a high school. We can't send our our kids to school anymore without them being murdered. Like, it's just it's really the education. So many people cannot speak properly, read properly, write properly because of the education they were given. But it's like, why is this allowed? Why is this type of education allowed? Why are we allowing our children in our country to be taught this way? You
Yeah.
know,
I think they were talking about shutting the schools down again. Is that true?
I don't know, but I hope
Is
not
that
because I finally found a school that I love. It's a very small school. The classes are very small and the children move grades together and my kids love it. So I finally found a school that um because I was homeschooling.
yeah.
So I finally found a school that I trust. So I
Yeah.
hope not because the kids love going to school. And that's the
Yeah.
part, like, kids need to be around each other. So to force them to separate from each other again, it's not good. Like, children need to be around children their age. They need it. They need the interaction.
Yeah, they
'Cause
do.
that would be really sad.
Yeah, that would be. But they were talking, I don't know if it was on the news or where I read it, but they were saying that they were going to shut it because of that new scare that they had. I'm not going to say it on this channel. There's
Yeah.
those bumps all over you.
Oh, I said it. I hope you don't get in trouble. Mm-mm. Sorry, but yeah,
No, it's okay.
it's insane. And there's just a recent one. There's probably some that we don't hear about,
Yep.
or
Yeah.
kids hurting each other because they have so much anger in them. You know, my kids are empaths as well, and they'll tell me, like, Mom, these kids do not listen. And I'll tell them, okay, well, do not follow.
Yeah.
And but why aren't they listening? If a kid is reacting a certain way, there's always a reason, just because they're still babies. If a baby's crying, it's for a reason. Children are still babies. Don't get me on the subject of mothers. Like, I will dress myself because I am a 41-year-old woman. I'm not going to dress my 10-year-old, my 9-year-old, my 11-year-old, my 13-year-old, or even my 16 or 15-year-old like me. I'm going to dress them in an appropriate way because it's so sad that society is the way that it is, that you can't send a child into society dressed provocatively or looking like an adult because they're going to not be so safe in
Yeah.
a
That's why they have the
society that.
uniforms. That's
And
why
the
they
way and when I was going to school, the dress codes were way stricter. The dress codes are not strict anymore. I don't know. But it doesn't help with TikTok and these trends that pay kids to tell people, yeah, tell them to look more older and
yeah.
on your channel and you'll make money, so they do it because they're making money.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't grow up at the time when TikTok was out. I'm so glad that I had my fun and did all that before all social media took over.
I mean, it
Because
was bad enough I grew up with Yeah, it was bad enough I grew up with MTV and VH1 with Madonna and Paula Abdul and Janet Jackson showing me how to channel that type of energy. And I
yeah,
could.
and we didn't even know that it was just a program. They were trying to program us.
It
All
and
that.
yeah, at that time I didn't know, but now as
No.
an adult I see it, and now as an adult I protect it from my children, but there was no one there to protect it from me.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know why I felt so nervous earlier coming on here. I feel okay now.
Yeah, I know.
Just
This has been, well, we did our prayer. And we just get along so well. We always have.
Yeah,
We're real, we're kind. I'm only mean if because I'm, again, like, my, as an older woman, I have hormones. And also, I'm just really tired of, and I know this, I know people with triggers say this, and I know I'm working through my triggers. I'm working through them. I've been through a lot. I'm working through them. Um, but if if I feel like your energy is negative towards my children or somebody that I love, I will snap.
Yeah. I don't really have any triggers that things that
That's good. You're better than
sometimes
me.
my son gets on my nerves when he wants to go in the kitchen and cook and stuff because he dirties it up. And after I just cleaned it, he'll go in there and dirty it up, you know? And then sometimes his friends come over and they're all loud. Well, he's the only one that's loud. His friends aren't loud, but he turns into a loud person. But that's about it. I don't really get triggered a lot. I guess my affirmations help me in the morning. I say like 1,000 affirmations. But a new thing that I'm going to be doing, which I started yesterday, I used to do it before, but I'm going back into it, is a video an Om video.
Mm.
I'm going to say Om. And when I say the Om, I'm going to say an affirmation after that. And I'm going to thank the universe and just continue to say it 108 times, like Danielle said to do, and the Octorians said to do that. And that's what I'm going to be doing. But I did it last night and I was tingling all over when I did it. And I put a video in the description, but I don't. Um, oh, yeah, I wanted to talk about your heart. Your heart. It is so important to to do your heart. I wrote some notes down. I want to
Yeah,
talk
well,
about.
just to go back to, if I could remember, um, the
Oh,
so I also do sound baths for people, and sound, because we are energy, is very helpful, and it's something in that sound that those two letters make that is very healing.
yeah. Yeah, I know you said that you started your own business, and that's really awesome.
Yeah, well, yeah, I haven't certified it yet, but I do when I can because my kids come first always. So when I have time, I do, my readings, my sound bath, and yoga and Reiki and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And my goal one day is to open a healing center.
It'll happen for you. You can
I'm
manifest.
because you just know, like I know, like I keep saying I know because I know it's gonna happen.
Don't say if, say when.
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
But I wanted to stress how important it is to work on your heart
Mm-hmm.
because I took down some notes. Our heart plays a significant role in storing cellular memory, particularly unresolved traumas. It can affect our health and well-being. They It can also manifest as diseases or dysfunctions in organs over time. So it is important to cleanse and clear your heart chakra every single day, which
Mm-hmm.
you can pull out the darkness, the densities, and the distortions. You can call in whoever you want to, an archangel. You can call in the Pleiadians. You can call in anybody. But there's a video that I like to do, which I put it in the description. If you all wanted to see it, it's very beautiful. It's where you tell your heart you love your heart a lot. You love your heart, and it's a lady. I know y'all all probably know her because everybody probably meditated to this woman's voice before. But you can call in Archangel Chamiel because he's the one that helps with the heart chakra as well.
So again, a message I got today for a friend. Um, she's she's not my, I don't want to call her my client because she's my friend. I've known her since high school. Um, one of the things that, and not only her, many girls or boys too, is to remember to love yourself, because we have to love ourselves to protect ourselves from that dark energy. So, yes, we have to go back to it in our heart to love ourselves, because when we love ourselves, we only allow respect and love in return
Yeah.
around us. We
Yeah.
forgive those who do not, but we move ourselves away from the people who do not to protect ourselves.
Yeah. I know that just recently, probably about 2 months, I've been feeling like strange things in my heart, like just not palpitations or anything. It's just, it's like I can feel it a lot more, like I'm more connected with it. And I know it's from me doing, all these meditations and everything and going within and calling source. I've been calling source into my crown chakra a lot lately. When I do my breath work, I call in source energy to come in, and I want him to pour the Christ light on me
Yeah.
and to be with me and my higher self. Also, I call in my higher self every day.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's how I channel. Like when I channel, I only trust source.
Yep.
So I know a lot of people will say, "Oh, I have this guide, and this guide helps me channel, or I channel through this guide." Like a lot of everyone's different of how they channel. For me, I only do it through source and through source's protection.
Yeah. I call in the archangels. I do.
Yes, Russ. Oh,
But
did you see what Russ said? Oh, yeah, you call in all the angels and protection.
the seven archangels of divine light presence of God.
Mm, mhm,
That's who I
mhm.
call in to help with my chakras. Actually, I don't call in Archangel Raziel though because he sits in the center, but I don't call him in to help with my chakras. But if you want to manifest yourself having more knowledge, you can call in Archangel Champion. I mean Archangel Raziel. He helps with that.
Yeah.
We've played our roles perfectly in one another's life, knowing this makes us easy to forgive ourselves, then learning to love ourselves easier. Loving ourselves leads to love and humanity. Yep. I did, and you wouldn't be human if you weren't nervous. Yeah, that's true. There's a big
But
time delay in this in the chat.
in the chat.
Yeah, there's a
So,
big time delay. It's probably like maybe 3 minutes.
um, so so for the archangels, I call them my brothers and my sisters. So I always when I call them in, I'm like, brothers, protect me, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but for what Russ is saying, um, you know, we are taught to forgive others, but we have to start, like you say, we have to start with forgiving ourselves. So whatever we did in our childhood, whatever we did in our 20s, maybe our 30s, but for sure our childhood, teens, 20s, we must forgive ourselves, because we only do what we know, and we only have what we're given, what we're provided, what is in our environment. And until we grow and mature and love and know proper love, are we going to able to move out of that environment, to
Yeah.
make better choices in
Yep.
our lives.
Terry, you said me too, MJ, and I wish I knew what you were talking about because there's a big
Terry,
time delay.
Terry, use your bowls. I should be using mine more, but again, I only use them when I have time to. Um,
I would love to get some bowls, and that's what I want to do. I'm gonna get me some
what
bowls too.
what we can do, Mary, for another show is we can do a little meditation sound bath for everybody.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah, we can do it on the next show. Yeah. You should have said something earlier. We could have did it.
She just reminded me. Terry just
I can't
reminded.
even see I can't even see her chat.
Terry just brought it to my attention.
The
I mean,
last
they're
thing
they're
that I
in
can
the
see
room.
was
They're in the room, but I don't want to get up because I'm wearing a skirt.
yeah. Next time we'll
But
do it.
next time.
Yep, next time for
But
sure.
but what I do have handy next to me are my cards, and what I can do for people here, or for anyone who watches later, I can give a little message.
Yeah.
What I've always learned over the years with doing group readings like this is that a lot of us go through similar, um, we all need that message. Like, we come as a group. We join not by coincidence, but for a reason. So because we're all going through the same thing, feeling the same energy, and need the same message. So we can see if you guys want to do a thumbs up or something. Um, if you guys want, I could just see the energy of the room, or since we're you know giving the universe a shout out in this video, what the universe has to say. Okay, what the universe has to say to all of us here. Okay. Okay, so I like it when one is face down because that usually tells me that's the end message. The ones face up are going to be, a current message for us. So, the current message for all of us right now, or who will be listening later, you know, is we are so maybe some of us are going through, let me start from the top. So we're manifesting abundance and opportunities, new careers, that's what we want, right? That's what new venture, new prosperity, financial opportunity. That's what we want. We want more money, new jobs, a new life, a better life, because we don't really want to be slaves anymore. That's not fun. And none of us connect to that energy. Anyone from high energy, we just do not connect with that slave, mentality anymore, um, of them controlling us through every shape and form, and everything, how much we make and eat and all of that. So we do want to, create abundance. It's the Ace of Pentacles. And we do want to manifest that. And so the Page of Wands is us, you know, that's the manifestation. That's us manifesting, as a page right now, but soon it will be, more than that, a higher energy than a page. But there's going to be new discoveries and limitless potential. And, we're free because we're free spirits, and we're going to explore. There's going to be news and information, exciting news about freedom. And there's going to be messages given to us about this, information of this freedom. So, for those who are free spirited, we are going to receive the manifestations that we want because we know we deserve.
Yeah.
We are going to receive that abundance and manifestation. It was hidden from us. There was a lot of secrets going on. That's why it has not been in our life before as much as we are demanding it now, because it was hidden from us. There was an agenda to disconnect us from our intuition, to keep us withdrawn, to keep us silent and selfish. I mean, it was all for selfishness and ignorant, and we just didn't know any better, and so we believed it and we fell for it, but we were coming out of it, and we are manifesting and creating new ideas. So I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah.
Oops. And then I have different cards, but these ones make it faster to channel with.
Yeah.
um
I like those cards. I have some cards a little bit like that.
Thanks. I really like them too. They really help me. But I have a bunch. Um, so the one that was facing down, a Knight of Pentacles. So a knight is still, it's going to start off small, but lead to a king, lead to an empress, lead to higher um, hierarchy, higher energy. With hard work, productivity and routine, responsibility, slow and steady, it's coming. Financial growth, achievement, good investments. Like it's, we made a good investment with ourselves. Some of us received good investment advice, but what the what the biggest investment is in all of this is humanity, and humanity is really um, investing in themselves to create a world that they want to live in. And it took hard work, it took responsibility, it was slow, but it was steady. And because of it, there's going to be the financial growth that we deserve. And, you know, the basically Knight of Pentacles is money. So it's just the money, the things that we deserve, because what was taken, what was always taken from us was first our food, and then they were like, oh look, this is money, I'll give it to you for your food, and then they took our money. So they took our food and then they took our money, and we're still left starving.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's all coming back to us. Money just isn't necessarily, it doesn't necessarily have to be money itself, but um things that we need, because money was created being taught that we need, but what's coming to us is actually things that we need.
Yeah, we're gonna be trading and stuff for work and stuff like
Mhm.
that, and fruit and all that. That's
We
why
do that here in my town. Everyone trades their vegetables and their fruits and all
yeah.
kinds of things, you know? So, yeah.
Yep. We're moving back into that, and all these big time grocery stores are gonna be gone.
So that's funny how these came out, but it's basically what we've been talking about.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna end the live because we've been on for an hour and 7 minutes, and of course, I gotta go take care of my daughter.
Yeah.
Um, but
Well, this
thank you
was
so
lots
much.
of fun, and I missed all of you guys. And you
Yeah,
know,
you need to come
I
back.
just I stepped away because I just needed to reconnect with me more, and get myself together, because
Yeah.
YouTube can trigger you, and I don't want to get triggered.
Cecilia comes on here too sometimes. She still comes on.
Oh, Cece. Yeah.
Yeah, she does. She came on last week. I think she was on last week and the week before. But yeah, she does.
Yeah, YouTube can be triggering, so I had to step away from it for a bit.
I don't
Um,
blame you.
and really get back into
Some
what
people
am I
on
gonna do?
YouTube too.
But this is amazing. And I mean, we've been friends for a long time because you are just an amazing person, and
Thank you.
you
Sorry.
you have a really, really good soul, and you're here for a reason.
Yeah, I'm here to
And
do this channel. I'm here to help the people that are waking up. Because
and
if
you
I,
pushed me. You're like, Monique, come on. I'm always so scared, but you pushed me. Look what you did. You got me here
I
to get
know, it's
out
like,
of my
you need to
shell.
come on and tell
And
people.
you were so brave before I was. Like, I know. You
It's
thank you.
hard. It's hard to get
Thank you.
brave. It
I
is because
know. I
your
know.
throat, it's like it doesn't, you don't want to talk. You can't talk. You're like, what do I say?
But
Huh?
look how well we did. It just flowed. And I know, like, because that's how it is. It just flows.
Your throat chakra is open. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Russ. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, Terry. But
Yeah, this was a great discussion.
all of y'all for coming on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys. It was an awesome conversation, and it's one that all of us needs to start having with one another more because people cannot let go of what they're used to, you know? Like when you try to help someone become sober and they're like they just want to hold on to it, they just cannot let it go. Like they just refuse. So we have to have these conversations to help one another release what we don't need to hold on to.
I'll be on Friday. I'll be on every Friday at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Unless something happens, but I don't think anything's gonna happen.
Well, normally I'm asleep by now because I'm old, but I'm just kidding.
You're not
I just need
old.
I need my sleep. I need my sleep because I wake up like at 4, 5,
Oh,
6
it's
in the
11:11.
morning. Yeah, but
Yeah, by you it's 11:11. That's right.
yeah, it's 11:11 where I am.
Yep. We're a member of this group of Galactic Jedi Warriors, and we're on there. We always put the times on there, the angel numbers. Every time we see it, we take a picture and put it on there on the channel. And I let Terry, I told Terry about it, and she joined, and she's doing it too.
Well, yeah, I was thinking today, God, when He sends you a message to let you know He's okay, He will send you a bug or a insect or like a animal, like
Yeah.
there's stories where he would send a lot of them to tick somebody off, but in reality, Source will send you a butterfly, a grasshopper, a bird, a something to get your attention to let you know I'm trying to connect with you and everything's going to be okay. Because how calming is that when somebody tells you everything is going to be okay?
Yep. Yep. All right, guys. I'll see y'all next week. But thank you for tuning in. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
I say it like King of Cups says, bye. Wait, stay on, Monique. Did it end?